This is Fijimana. So I have an interesting observation I'd like to share with you because we all saw that there was a skirmish that kicked off in the Holy Lands just days ago, and we'll have to keep our eye on that to see if that escalates any further because any one of these skirmishes could have the potential to become an Armageddon like scenario. And that would be the area where you would expect something like that to happen in the Holy Lands where it's taking place right now. But what I find interesting is that there's a solar eclipse that's set to take place on October 14th. So, is there any connection there? Is the question. And if there is a connection, do you think it was planned or do you think this is a sign? That's the real question. Or is it just a random coincidence that there happens to be a solar eclipse just days away from what happened in the Middle East? There just seems to be some type of weird connection going on there. And also with the emergency tests that we just all experienced in the US. So we see this emergency test, and then all of a sudden there's a skirmish that kicks off in the Holy Lands. Now there's a solar eclipse that's set to take place that's going to be visible to a large portion of the US and parts of South America, all happening pretty close to each other. It just seems like there's a lot of stuff going on right now, a lot of red flags going up. Now, we see that with these wars, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a World War III scenario, but there is ancient books that discuss plans for three world wars, and you never know how any of these skirmishes are going to go. Now we see that Ukraine and Russia have been going at it for some time now, and here in America, we don't really see the results or the effects of that. It just seems like something that we see on TV. And then same thing with what's going on now with Israel and was it the Hamas or whatever. You know, it's like something that we just see on TV because we don't live over there. But any one of these skirmishes can escalate, especially with them all going on at the same time. Plus, there's talks of Taiwan and China possibly kicking off sometime, maybe within a year. So, if all three of those start kicking off at the same time, now that would be unprecedented. That would be a moment where you would have to think like, well, maybe something big is happening. And like I said, with the latest developments out in Israel, this, could go either way. This could go left. This could go to places that we haven't seen before, or it could just be another thing like Ukraine and Russia where, it's just a back and forth thing that we hear for a while and we just start to go on with our normal lives again. And, because we're so far removed from the area. So we don't know for sure if this could escalate, but there's always a possibility. There's always a possibility. And like I said, there is plans. When you look into the literature of these secret groups, they have specific plans where they detail plans for three world wars. Plus, the Bible warns us of stuff like that, where it talks about wars and rumors of wars in the last days. So, the prophets of the Bible have said to look out for stuff like that. And then, like I said, with this solar eclipse, the timing of everything just seems kind of weird. Plus, with the national emergency. So, just a heads up, possibly, like I said, and like I always say, it never hurts to be prepared, in whatever way you can be prepared for a situation like this where unexpected things could take place at any given time. I mean, this could be something where you never know, things could escalate overnight, you know? I mean, you would never know. It would just be something where you'll just have to go day by day and just continue on with your life and just be prepared just in case something takes place to where, you know, the world becomes very different. And it it wouldn't be that unexpected, really, if something like that happened. So, we'll just have to pay attention, be alert, and, I'd like to know your thoughts. Do you think that the timing is interesting with all this stuff going on? So I just wanted to make a quick video for you all to share with you the interesting timing and coincidences I've noticed with everything going on. And let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section. I'm going to leave a link if you want to check out my last day's playlist. I also leave a link to my other channels, my social media, my feature, my store, my free email newsletters, and much more. If you'd like to support this channel, please donate as little as $1 to help keep this channel going and online. So thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Feed Your Mind, signing off.